Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Logitech Play to Win Series Season 4 Division A match number 1. We have had an amazing month of matches with Division B matches happening throughout the entirety of last month, and we have 4 teams qualifying into Division A. And today's match is actually between one of the Division A invited teams, which is Union Gaming, taking on Team IWNL, who made their way towards the Division B Grand Finals as well. So this could be an interesting match. Union Gaming are one of the strongest teams in the country so far, but haven't been performing as well. So we'll have to wait and see how they perform up against Team IWNL. Obviously, coming into this matchup, Union Gaming definitely the top dogs here. IWNL coming in as the underdogs into the match, but we cannot, underestimate them. We have the likes of Jamal, Morpheus, Kesara and Manduka. All these guys definitely have the capability of popping off. And meanwhile, on the side of Union Gaming, we have the 3 steadfast players. We have Benji, KUSC, and we have Roach as well as Deadshot, Soul River as well as Jazz. So again, Soul River, a new addition into the team. Deadshot was there in the previous team as well. So we have a little bit of a roster shuffle coming out from the side of Union Gaming here. But with that, we are directly going into match number 1 here. We do have them playing on Ascent, and it is going to be Union Gaming on the attack with IWNL on the defense. Let's have a look at how this is all going to play out. I'm assuming this is IWNL's pick here. They do favor Ascent. Union Gaming, I don't think they're huge fans of Ascent. But I feel like they tend to play maps like Icebox, Split, even Bind for that matter. But I haven't seen them a lot on Ascent. Meanwhile, IWNL, on the other hand, we have seen them a lot on Ascent, especially in these Division B matches. The interesting part here is, though, obviously the teams coming in is going to coming through Division B is going to have a lot more practice coming into this matchup, just because of the sheer number of games played throughout the entire tournament. So they are going to be a little bit more, in the sense, more practice, I would say, or a little bit more informed, whereas Union Gaming, they haven't been seen for a really long time. The last tournament that they played was over a month back, so they haven't really had that practice unless they have been playing stream, even though tournament format is completely different. It's a completely different vibe, so we'll have to wait and see how they are able to make it through. Meantime, we are getting into the game. It's IWNL on the defense with Union Gaming on the attack. And mind you, with these new additions into the team, it is going to be interesting to see how Union Gaming is going to be able to work with their current roster. Basically, it's a new roster. We do have Defiance's brother Soul River being an addition onto the team. So this is Soul River is actually from Crash Landing on You. So it means he has left Cloy to join Union Gaming here. So we do see a couple of roster shuffles from the last quarterly tournament from Logitech. So these are completely new teams. Other than IWNL, we didn't see them in the previous Logitech quarterly tournament. So this is fairly a new team to the competitive scene in Sri Lanka. And it's going to be interesting to see how it is all going to play out. Meanwhile, it seems to be they are defaulting on the side of Union Gaming from round 1 itself. We already see Roach pushing through mid here. And he is on his signature arena as well. He has no layers picked up, so he is just playing off of that dismiss and heal that he has. Have to wait and see how they are going to be able to get that entrance in. Meanwhile, they are trying to enter through mid here. Both players covering the angles. Shock darts not finding a kill here, but meanwhile Roach gets the first pick off here and might find another. He has been able to heal back fully. The turret will be taken down to 95 HP. And this is basically almost control of B side taken, but they haven't cleared out boathouse. There is a player inside boathouse, and Roach goes in, will be able to take him down. That's Manduka going down, and that's another kill being taken by Soul River, as well as down to the last player basically on the side of IWNL, and he is going to get rushed down. The Astra, the sole survivor, and he will get cleaned up, and that is going to be a flawless pistol round coming out from Team Union Gaming. I mean, we not expecting anything less. These guys are absolutely insane. One of the top ranked teams in the country, probably among the top 3 to top 4 teams in the country for sure. I mean, they are the top 4 because they were invited into the Logitech Division A directly as well. So we know that these teams who were invited were the best, at least in the previous season. It's going to be interesting to see how they change it up. In this time around, because it has been some time since they did participate in a tournament, like I said before. But now again, it's going to be Union Gaming on a default. We see Roach not having picked up a Spectre. He is going to be on that Ghost. We have a Stinger on the hands of one of these players, but meanwhile Benji already gets that pick onto Manduka, who is on that Killjoy. And he picks up another. That's a 3K for Benji already. The man is carrying the team right now, and he has got control of B side here. Just waiting for his team to rotate him down to the last 2 players on the side of IWNL, and they are going to get cornered and get shaken out here. It's a rough round for them. I mean, it is the save round, so down to the last man here. Might be another flawless if he's not able to find a kill. He's going to be Morpheus. And he will get taken down. And that's an ace coming out from Benji. What a round for Benji. I mean, he just absolutely went in and just completely destroyed everyone. And does he pick up the operator? Was that the op in his hand? Okay. And that was the Vandal. For a moment, I thought it was the operator that he picked up. Yeah, it is going to be
this is a nice spot.
A couple of Vandals, a couple of Phantoms. This is a full buy round coming out from Team IWNL as well. Let's have a look at how this is all going to pan out for them.
Shutting them down.
Meanwhile, Recon Dart goes into A here. Majority of the players are huddled up, and already we do see Roach taking a kill, but we'll get traded out there. Morpheus holding down A here. He will take out the Sky, so this is a really good pick. Coming in, a good start for IWNL here, already taking out 2 players. And Morpheus has pushed up, manages to pick up the Altop as well, and we do see a rotation towards B side from Union Gaming here. Will Manduka peek through the Astra Star here is going to be the question. He spams through, not going to find it, but Manduka gets stacked down to 19 HP here. He's really low on HP, and now the Union Gaming has control of B side here. Benji spams through, but will get taken down by Jamal on that race. Manduka is still down to 19 HP. Jamal goes in. It's down to the last 2 players on the side of Union Gaming. They're up against 4 players here. The buy round working out here. He peeks through. Jamal will get taken down by Defiance here, making it a 2v3. Can they find more though? But Manduka will be good for the kill on Defiance here, making it a 1v3 down to Soul River in an impossible situation. He finds 1, he finds 2. Soul River, is he going to be able to do it? He is in a 1v1 now. He is quite healthy as well. He is going to peek through and might find him. He tags him down, and he's going to be able to do it. That clutch coming out from Soul River in a 1v3 to close out the round. And it's looked so good for IWNL, but it was Soul River holding down the fort and cleaning things up. And this is the thing about Union Gaming. I mean, all 5 players, majority of the time, even with roster shuffles coming in, they have players who can pop off. And Soul River is it's no stranger basically to popping off and clutching rounds out. I mean, he was on Cloy, and Cloy was absolutely dominating a couple of months back. So we know that Soul River is able to, pop off and clutch things out for his team. But now it's going to force IWNL into another save. Meanwhile, we do see Union Gaming pushing through mid as well as into A side, just with Benji lurking all the way at B main here. Haven't really entered, just holding things down, trying to get some information, making sure that no one will be able to push them and flank them. Meanwhile, Soul River goes in, will find the kill onto Jamal all the way in tree here. Still no real entry being done by Union Gaming, playing it a bit slow. They can afford to. I mean, they do have the time. They have the better weaponry, but Manduka is holding a judge here. This is what they are afraid of. They don't want to get picked off here. But meanwhile, as I said, that Rocha will find the kill onto, I think it was Kesar, if I'm not mistaken, on the Soa there. We'll check him out. And down to the last three players, we are looking at Godly. Godly will get taken down by Roach, and meanwhile, Defiance will take out the Astra as well. And now all down to Manduka in a 1v5 and a pistol to boot. He will pick up the Sheriff. The plant will finally go down all the way in A side. This might look to be a flawless round coming out from Union Gaming here. And it is going to be a flawless. It is Defiance cleaning things up onto Manduka. They are making it 4-0 here. And it seems to be a rough round for IWNL. I mean, especially since this map is heavily defense favored, and losing this many rounds early on defense, they are not going to be happy. I mean, this is going to affect their confidence as well going into the next couple of rounds. But this is going to be another full buy round, I'm assuming, coming out from team IWNL. But Manduka might be on a weird buy here just because he bought into a judge the previous round. We'll have a see Defiance again with the recon knife, I would call it. We'll try to get some information. Not going to find any. Oh, meanwhile, Godly does get spammed through by Roach. He will get taken on. What a spam from Roach coming through the Astra Star here. Not finding it. Meanwhile, he is going to be looking at B-men. They're still trying to play for this mid control, which is absolutely important on the send. Because once you have mid control, you're cutting off rotations coming out onto either side, depending on which side you want to hit. Meanwhile, Manduka and Chessex are holding down B side here. Roche though still at garden. At markets here. Trying to rotate in. Meanwhile, we do see Defiance taking out Morpheus. And Roach might get one here. He gets one, but will get traded out by Manduka. And now Soul River does get into A side here, but will step out. Ooh, lovely shot coming out from Jamal onto Jazz there. And waiting for the last two, he will pick up the kill onto Benji as well. Jamal holding down the fort here. And in a 1v2, can he make it happen? It's down to Soul River and Defiance. Jamal misses the showstopper. No way that he messes that up. But it's going to be Soul River cleaning it out and will make it a 5-0. I mean, that showstopper could have been huge. He might have been able to clutch it out if he did manage to land it, but he hit him.
Should I play some stars in this reality?
With going to be interesting to see whether IWNL can come back from this. Definitely a rough one here. I mean, they are going the mental strain as well, right? Because you're 5-0 on a defense-favored map against one of the best teams in the country. It's not an easy position to come back from for sure. Meanwhile, again, it is going to be that mid to A hit coming out from Union Gaming. They haven't really switched up from it. Waiting to enter here. It is still Roach playing at Catwalk here. Going towards, it looks like he is going to be going towards Tree. Meanwhile, Jamal will get that kill onto Jazz here. And Roach will be there onto the kill. Onto Godly here as well. And Roach will take control of Tree here. But now, he is going to be, and no one is going to be watching this. Roach is good for 3 here. I mean, how do you not know that Roach is inside side after the guy at 3 dies? I'm not sure what IWNL was thinking. Meanwhile, we have Benji taking out Chessex there. And it is down to the last man, Manduka, left in a 1v4 and a Spectre. Spectre and a Dream here against the 4 players on Union Gaming. Can he make something happen here? How much of damage can he do? At this point, damage doesn't really matter because the eco on the side of, as I said, that we do have Defiance cleaning things up. And like I said, the eco on the side of Union Gaming is so good right now. Any sort of damage doesn't really matter in terms of how many players that they lose because of how good their eco is. Going into round number 7 here. Mind you, these are best of 1 series, so I mean it is a do or die situation coming out for these teams. So it's going to be a rough one. for IWNL if they can't make something happen here, because 6-0 on a defense in Ascent is definitely rough. Meanwhile, as I say that again, the same push, the same strategy coming out from Union Gaming, but IWNL has not found an answer to this. It's going to be another mid to A push coming out. Jamal has got himself into a good position. He might be able to get this first pick because it has been Roach coming through here most of the time. Godley has got it into the B-main entry at least. If he does push through, though, might be able to find the kill onto Benji. Meanwhile, Rocha going into mid here with that Lear out. Will take control of markets now. So this time he's not going to be hitting tree here. He is going to be hitting towards market, maybe looking to go towards the B site even. Defiance just playing with fire. Meanwhile, Jamal will get that kill onto Benji here. So that's the first pick been taken. Meanwhile, as I say, the Chesik will find the kill onto Roach as well. This is the one of the better rounds that IWNL has had. Can they close it out is going to be the question. As I said, that Soul River is going to be good for the kill onto Jamal, making it a 4v3. Soul River will take control of this tree area. He does have support from the rest of the team as well. Morpheus speaks through. He will be good for one, but will get traded out immediately by the Sky. And it's making it a 2v3. How much work can Chesix, Manduka, and Godly do here up against Defiance and Jay-Z? The recon knife is going to get some information here. Manduka is going to be pushing through B main, at least spawn side here. He's going to peek through and will get taken down by Defiance. Defiance good for the shots here. And meanwhile, he is going to find one. Chesix not going to be able to do it, and Godly as well gets taken out by the Sky. And horrible stuff. Horrible feeling for Team IWNL not being able to close that round. I mean, they started off well. It was a 5v3. But not being able to close it out, it's definitely going to be rough for them. And 7-0, 7-0 at least going into the last couple of rounds, at least on the first half, around 5 more rounds left in this first half. What can IWNL do? We do have a Marshall in the hands of Jamal now. Not the best buy coming out from them. Spamming through the Astro Smoke here. Morpheus actually pushing out with the Stinger here. And the Lear does blind him for a moment. Do they know that he has moved out here? That is going to be the question. Can Morpheus get a pick off? They might not know this is happening, but no, Roach is going to be good for the kill. Meanwhile, Benji will take out Chesix as well. Roach is going to go towards the tree side and the gravity pull onto Jamal, making things easy for him, and now making it a 2v5 down to Godley and Manduk on the side of IWNL. Roach does have an idea of where these last two players are at. Godley is at a haven here. Roach peeking through. He did have an idea, but meanwhile, Godley is going to get caught with his pants down, and it is going to be Roach picking up another, and Defiance with the cleanup, making it a flawless 8-0 right now. Really good stuff, proving why they are one of the best teams in the country, and where they might be a tier above everyone else here. But let's have a look of how IWNL can make a comeback here. It's going to be a rough for them. 4 more rounds left in this first half, and they are going into this 9th round. And mind you, they are on defense as well. We are looking at Chesix right now, holding down a market for mid rather on Ascent. What can he do? Because mid has been this area where Roach continuously enters through and where they get that initial pick-off from. But this time, Roach has actually changed things up. He's playing through tiles here. Chesix trying to find at least someone picking through. But meanwhile, Benji finds that kill onto Godly. That's the first pick being taken. He's down to 18 HP, but the Neuro Theft goes out from the Cypher here. And they have information. And meanwhile, Roach goes in, gets the first pick off. And that's down to the last 3. Is Roach going to be able to get it? No, Jamal. He's going to be good for the kill. Actually, Roach had missed all shots here onto Jamal. Not something that you see every day. Morpheus peeks through. Will get taken down by Benji. Benji good for 2 as well. It's going to be a 2v4 now. Down to Jamal and Manduka. Benji, of course, very low on HP here. The Astral Divide has gone down. Jamal holding down tree here. They might be waiting for the astral divide to actually go down, or looking for someone trying to flank through. And his idea is right, because Benji is flanking this. Benji might pick. Yes, he did pick, and Jamal is going to find that information, making it. Oh, the showstopper is out, and he will find a kill. This is the closest that they have been, but it's going to be a 1v2 now, yet again. After Jamal, up against two. The spike is going to go down. He needs to stick the defuse. He's not going to be able to. He finds another, but the spike will go out, and it is going to be another round closed out by Union Gaming here. But that was a very close round coming out from IWNL. Good stuff from them, but not being able to close it out, making it 9-0 right now. And Union Gaming off to a really good start in this tournament.
I got enough time to go into the Astro 4?
Round number 10. Going into the round number 10, we do see IWNL again on a very weak buy here. We have a Sheriff coming out. We have a couple of Spectres with half shield, a Stinger. The only man with a Vandal is going to be Jamal with full shields and a Vandal. Strangely enough, we don't see Deadshot on the op. And I'm interested to see whether Deadshot is actually in the game. I don't think Deadshot is playing. I think he is the sub here for Union Gaming. But meanwhile, Defiance gets the first pick onto Godly yet again at B main there. And he's going to be able to back off. Camera getting that information. Chesix getting some information at markets as well as to who is going to be pushing through mid here. The door gets close into market. He pushed through though. He does push through and will pay the price. Benji is going to be good for the kill, but Manduka with the trade there. Making things even now. Not even, at least, making things favorable. But it is going to be Roach dashing in or rushing through and taking out Manduka down to the last two players. And Jamal is going to have Roach's number yet again. Jamal has been finding this kill on Roach. Good signs to IWNL. Down to the two players, up against three. It is going to be Soldier, Defiance, and Jazz, the man. Going to be a tough retake for them, for sure. Penshell's in hand. He throws it out. Not going to get anything done out of it, but the Astral Divide has gone out.
Last player standing.
Oh, but Jazz, the man, is going to have that number. He is going to peek through. Take out the first, and Soldier is going to be there for the backstab onto Jamal, making it 10-0 in this game number 1 of Division A here. Definitely a rough situation for IWNL here. 10-0 right now. Union Gaming completely dominating everything right now. Again, almost full buy coming out from IWNL, but it's going to be Jamal on the Spectre, having bought out that last round, and rest of them are going to be able to buy out, but one is going to be on a half shield there. Jamal pushing through. They are going to be rushing through the sky blind, hitting almost everyone here. Blinded yet again, and they still haven't pushed in though. But this mid control been completely taken. They do find two already, making it a 5v2. But Roach is going to be good for the kill onto Godly here, making it a 3v4. The Seekers do go out from Jazz there. A Soul River with the backstab will find that kill onto Manduka, making things even. It's a 3-3 now. Roach will get the plant all the way in A side. And it is going to be Jazz picking up that kill onto Jamal. So now, even though they did get those early picks, now down to the last two players, it's going to be Chessex coming through Haven, Morpheus coming through Tree. How much damage can they do, or how much can they do to win this round, rather? Damage is negligible right now. I mean, it's 10-0. Soldier is actually going in for a backstab here. Chessex will find that first kill onto Jazz, but will immediately get traded by Roach, and Roach is going to be good for the 2K as well. Will clean out that kill onto Morpheus, making it 11-0 right now. Going into the last round before the half. IWNL in a horrible situation. I would say that there's a comeback if it was, 9-3 or something, which is technically the cursed round for all good teams. Where they make it all the way into 9 rounds. They make it a 9-3 half, and they completely get demolished in the next round, which has happened in tournaments leading up to Logitech quarterly tournament as well. So let's have a look at how much they can do with this last round here. Can they make a comeback, or is it going to be Union Gaming cleaning things up? Jamal already find the kill onto Roach. Good stuff coming out from them. Again, Jamal has had Roach's number almost in all the rounds here. It's going to be Chesix and Mandu pushing through. Chesix just get tagged down to 77 HP here. Oh, Benji pushing through. The Nano Storm going to do a little bit of damage. Manduka peeks through, will get that kill onto Benji. This is really good stuff. They are already numbers advantage again, but they have not been able to close things out. Can they do it this time around? It is 3 against 5. They should be able to clean things up. Looking to get some points at least on the board. They are going to be heading towards B side here on the side of Union Gaming. Manduka does have the lockdown. He might invest it. I mean, yeah, why not? But no, the silence coming out from Defiance's KO stops those plans right in his track and gets them free entry, and they will find the first kill onto Chesix. The trade is going to be there from Godly, but Godly will get traded from Jazz there, and Manduka will get taken down. They're running out of time. It's a 2v2. 12 seconds on the clock, and the plant will finally go down here. It's a 2v2 for the retake. Jamal, the man, is there. Backed up by Morpheus here. How much can they do? Going to side, the gravity pull is going to be there. Jamal gets out of that. Morpheus finds one. This might be the round, and yes, Morpheus is good for 2. And they are going to be able to get the first points on the board. It's the 1-11 going into the second half here.
Right there.
Switching sides.
Had to be the last round before the half, before IWNL was able to get some points on the board. Yeah, some nice camera work coming out from the observer. Better than mine for sure. If you're following Division B matches, you'll know that my camera work is absolutely horrible. But meanwhile, second half here, IWNL now on the attack and Union Gaming on the defense. This is going to be a tough comeback for IWNL, and whether they can make it is going to be really a tough question here because of how the map is. I mean, you know that Ascent is a defense-favored map, and they lost 11 rounds on defense, which is definitely going to be telling on their mental state as well. And this is a straight-up knockout tournament, so it's not going to be easy. I mean, if you lose, you're out. So tough situation to be in. We did see that bracket early, so it is going to be the 4 invited teams taking on the 4 teams who qualified from Division B in these round 1 matches here. Next up, we do have the semifinals also coming up. So, stay tuned. We'll be done with Division A in a couple of days, and we'll know who the top dogs in the country are. And I mean, all these matches are going to be really, really interesting. We have another match at 10 p.m. That is, I think it's Habibi Chill versus Ploy. I need to check again, but I know it was definitely Habibi Chill. I think it's Habibi Chill versus Mistwalkers actually. So, it's going to be another interesting game.
Here.
And we do see Benji holding down B side. The Cypher, probably the best Cypher player in the country. I mean, hands down, I don't think he is contested as being the best Cypher player.
My camera is
Get some information at B-men. So spots out through. He is going to peek through. Might take out the turret. No, he is going to back off down to 82 HP here. Hasn't really bought into armor here. Meanwhile, Godly will get that kill onto Roach here. And Jamal will find the kill onto Benji as well. Pistol round going well, but it is going to be... Benji actually takes a Monday. It was Defiance that was killed off. Making the 3v4 now. The plant will finally go down. Godly holding down tree. And the spike does get planted. And now for the retake coming out from Union Gaming. Can they close this out? Because if they close this out, this might be guaranteed win for them. Soul River pushing through Heaven. Six low with the shot that will find the kill. Jamal, and they will clean out the pistol round. What is with these teams winning out, the unfavorable side basically? That's the pistol round. So, little victories one by one round at a time. IWNL, can they make comeback? They are going to be able to fully buy up, whereas Union Gaming will be forced to save. I mean, they can force buy, but they don't really have to because they have such a huge lead build up. They don't really need to risk force buying here. So they are going to go in for that save round. A couple of sheriffs coming out on the side of Union Gaming, whereas a full round of specters in the hands of IWNL. They are playing for the mid control, and they're doing basically using the same strategy as Union Gaming, playing for the mid control while pushing through into a site here. Guile Defiance trying to kill onto Godly here. Something that you want to see. They want to lose as less players as possible. I think a rush might have actually worked out for them because these guys are on sheriffs. A run and gun Spectre round would have been good for them. Jamal meanwhile finds kill onto Roach here. They still haven't entered the side. We actually have one player already inside here with a blind, the pop flash coming out from the sky, double flash, and oh my god, it is going to be Soul River taking out one, and Manduka good for one, will get traded out by Soldier. Soldier good for two. Defiance finds another. The buy down on the side of IWNL fall into shatters here. Morpheus good for one. He's going to pick through. He gets another. Can he clutch this out in a 1v1 now? And it is going to be Soul River getting taken out and Morpheus clutching it out. But that was their buy round and they lost 4 players. They're not going to be happy. They are going to be able to buy into Spectres, but this is going to be the full on gun round from Union Gaming.
I should play some Astral Stars in this reality. Heading to the above.
3-11. One step at a time. IWN looking to make a comeback here. If they can close this out, this is going to force UG into another save, and that's exactly what they want. They can't afford to give away any rounds at this point. Again, another default coming out from IWNL on this attack. Market, so they are trying to fight for that mid control as well. Benji, of course, holding down the B side almost all by himself. The Cypher. Jazz at mid, still not a lot of movement from IWNL. They have played this really slow. They haven't really entered any of the sides or taken control. I mean, they do have majority control of the map, but in terms of side entry, they really don't have control of any important areas here. They do get into tree though. Jet packing across, and it is going to be God cleaning out the kill onto Roach here. And they are going to be able to get the strike down, the Astral Divide out as well. With that, they will be able to get it down, but Defiance holding down inside hell here. Will find one, but will get traded out. But meanwhile, Morpheus gets one, and it is going to be Jamal getting another. But Benji with the quick trade, Jazz will find the kill on to Manduka as well. Sorry, Jamal actually. And now down to the last man, Morpheus up against 3 here. Let's check out one. He is going to peek through and will get taken down. And it is going to be match point for Union Gaming. Tough situation for IWNL. They are not going to be able to buy up as well because they had to post buy after losing 4 players in that previous round. So they are going to have to go in for a weird buy. They can't afford to save, obviously. So they will have to force buy here, and it's going to be a very weak buy coming out from them. I do see the Phantom in the hands of one player. I'm assuming it is Chessex.
That goes there.
Might be actually Morpheus because he didn't really die in that buy round that they had after the second round after the half. Meanwhile, going in for mid control yet again. Chesix is going to be on that Phantom. Gets blinded out. Defiance with the Sheriff. They're going to be backing off. Meanwhile, Jamal finds a kill onto Jazz. That's good pick off.
Gun here.
This majority of the blinds down, but we do have Defiance as well as Roach in terms of blinding. But they have taken control of markets here. The off shot from Benji. I don't know who the Benji is. I'm not sure who. But meanwhile, it's going to be Benji finding one. But Jamal and sorry, it was Godly and Chesix finding two here, making it a 2v4 now. And Godly finds another onto Benji, down to the last man. Roach in a 1v4.
Spike planted.
And a Bulldog to boot as well. Can he make something happen with this? He does get spotted out down to 90 HP. A little bit of armor left. Stands through the reload. He's going to be hurt. And Roach, good for one. Not necessary. Jamal peeking through and paying the price for it. So 1v2, and Roach might look to save this actually, or is he going to push it?
Finished.
Oh, he finds another. Is he going to be able to? No. He bought it from a 1v4 to a 1v1, but not able to close it out. And IWNL gets another round. It's 4-12 match points still for Union Gaming.
Out of charges. Out of charges. Out of charges.
Again, they are going for that the same strategy. They haven't really rushed into any of these sides, so they are defaulting yet again. We do some pushing in. The knife from the KO going to get some information on the two players coming through a main here. Mid control though, they need to be careful of a backstep coming out. Just sort of actually pushing through. B-men there, the Guardian will get that kill on to Roach here from Jamal. Jamal, like I said, has been really good finding the skills onto Roach multiple times. Mind you, that's not an easy target. One of the most recognized players when it comes to his Reina plays, as well as his god tier aim. And Jamal has had his number almost the entire game. Oh, he finds another with this Guardian here, making it work. Going to side, but meanwhile, as I say, the Defiance will get the kill onto Morpheus. With the Sheriff, he's going to be able to find another, but no, it is going to be Soldier finding a kill onto Manduka, and Jamal will be there for the kill onto Benji. And KO will get bought down by Godly. It's down to a 2v2 here.
One enemy remaining.
Make that a 1v1. It's Soul River versus Jamal. Who is going to win on this duel? Soul River down to low HP, and it's going to be Jamal cleaning things out, making the 5-12, making the comeback, making the impossible plays for IWNL. Can they make it work? Union Gaming are just falling apart at this point. They do have another full buy coming out by the looks of it. I mean, they just need one round here. This time around, it's going to be Godly on the Guardian and half shields.
Bomb buddy out.
Going to be healing through mid this time around, not really defaulting as such. Chesix tries to go in, but do see Soldier having pushed really far in. Need to be careful. It's actually Jazz who has pushed up, and Jazz will be good for one. Will get immediate threat by Godly there. And meanwhile, Defiance finds one onto Manduka. And down to the last two players now. Godly will get that kill onto Roach. In a 2v3, completely doable. But as I say, that it's going to be Defiance and Benji cleaning things up and making it a 13-5 victory. What a game coming out from them. Definitely a dominant performance from Union Gaming. IWNL showed signs of life in that in that second half. Jamal, the top fragger with 21 kills on the side of IWNL, and Roach on the other side with 22 kills as well. Definitely a very dominant performance coming out from Union Gaming. So they will be moving forward in the bracket. I mean, Division A bracket at least, and it's going to be IWNL getting knocked out. But I mean, definitely a really good run coming out from IWNL. They played from behind. They are the new dogs in the pound here. They have proven to be one of the top teams in the country, making their way into Division A, the top 8 positions that is in the country basically. So they're definitely among that top 8, and now it's just a matter of getting more practice in, getting the grind in, and making their way into that Division A next time around. Because I mean, come on, man, Logitech has been having tournaments throughout the year. I mean, for 4 seasons, multiple quarterly tournaments, massive prize pools every time, and this time is no different. 135,000 rupees in prize money across the 2 division, 100,000 for Division A, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So it's a lot of prize money on the line every quarter from Logitech as well. We'll have to wait and see. We'll be going into the head-to-head shortly, but until we do wait for it, a reminder, guys, this is the Logitech Play to Win series, and if you're in the market for some new peripherals, make sure to check out everything that Logitech has to offer, whether it's mice, keyboards, mouse pads, whatever you need, Logitech has you covered. Whether it is wired, wireless, low profile, high profile, whatever type of keyboard, whatever type of mouse, whatever type of headsets. I mean, even have controllers as well. So they have you covered in all formats of peripherals that you might need for gaming. So do check it out if you're in the market. I myself am using a G502 mouse on a G210 mousepad, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I got that number right, but it is a Logitech mousepad that I'm using, as well as a mouse, the G502, and I do have the flight simulator controller from Logitech as well. So massive fan of the products from Logitech. So do check it out if you're in the market for some new peripherals. And with that, we do have the head-to-head between the two players. It is Roach versus Jamal here, 22 kills to 21. But it was Jamal, the match MVP, with 355 average combat score, and Roach coming in at a close second with 321. 5 first bloods each. But the KD on Roach a little bit better here. 1.9 to the 1.7 on Jamal. I mean, it's a 1 kill difference basically. Obviously, the deaths on Jamal being a little bit higher because it was Union Gaming closing most of the rounds off, making it a 13-5 to finish things off. But with that, we do have Union Gaming taking match number 1 here of Division A. We do have another match today happening at 10 p.m. So do join us again for that as well. So a lot more Valorant action coming your way thanks to the Logitech Play to Win series. So we will see you all again at 10 p.m. Do join us again for that. But until then, it is going to be me, Ter, signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the game and join us again at 10 p.m. for that next match from Logitech as well. See you guys.